Okay, everybody. Hey, Notary Nerds. It's Monica, and I have a very special guest. I bet you guys recognize who this is. The beautiful Katie Johnson. She's in Denver, Colorado. You guys know her as your instructor at the Car Dealership Navigator. She has got some new stuff that she's going to be doing for us coming up in March. But there's some of you guys that probably haven't gotten a chance to meet Katie yet, too. So I know that. So I kind of wanted to introduce you guys to Katie, let her tell us a little bit more about herself, and then we'll talk about some of the good stuff she's got coming up in March. So, hey, gorgeous.
Hi, Monica. I think you're going a little over there with the gorgeous. You're pretty gorgeous yourself, though. So my name is Katie Johnson. For those of you that haven't met me, I teach the Car Dealership Navigator at Notary Nerds University. It's an hour-and-a-half class with then a follow-up for documents. So if you're interested at all in that, sign up. It's a great way to make an extra stream of revenue as a notary. I live in Denver, Colorado. I've just moved here because I took a job with a title company. I'm a full-time title company employee now. I started in the notary business because I worked in a car dealership. I worked in the automobile industry for 18 years. And the last 5 years I spent in the finance office. And the hours, there was just never any time off. And there was no holidays. And my son was being raised by babysitters and friends, and all of his new experiences were happening with other people. He was complaining to me, so I decided to look into something else that I could do. I was already a notary because I worked at the car dealership. And so I tried to look into that and see what I could do. And I found becoming a signing agent. And I was fascinated by that opportunity, and I took it and I ran with it. In fact, my plan was to ease into it slowly, but one day I just got super frustrated at work and I was just done, and I had finished my test and I had finished everything, and I just quit that day. I walked out and I started doing
yeah. Did you really? I never knew that.
Yeah, I told him that day I couldn't do it anymore. And the very next day I signed up for my signing stuff. And on the third day I got assignments.
Okay, because I have to pause the boat real quick, y'all. Y'all understand the significance of that? Like, I don't know if you guys know what the finance people make at car dealerships, but they make good money. And
Yeah.
to walk away from that had to be a little bit of a notion. Like,
well, I was very scared, but I had just had it. Like, it was one of those days that had I taken 10 minutes, I probably would not have done that.
Right.
But it was the best decision I ever made. And yeah, it was bumpy at first because obviously I was coming from a 6-figure income to zero.
Right.
But I am so grateful and I feel so blessed to be in this industry. I think this is the best job for females for sure,
right?
Because you have the opportunity to make 6 figures if you're a real go-getter, and you have the opportunity to call your own schedule. So your kid has a dentist appointment, guess what? Not doing a signing then. And you don't have to ask anybody for permission.
Love that.
It's the best.
So
the best.
Katie has been like, I'm telling you, nonstop since I met her, like nonstop. She does not play. She's about her business. She is at, can I say where you're at? Can we say where you're at?
Yeah, you can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's at Land Title, right? It's one of the big guys. Like, they're not playing around. They don't just
they're only in Colorado, but they have like 47 offices in Colorado. They have like 3,000 employees or more better, and they have people that stay in their company. They have like a page that they support that looks kind of like Facebook, but it's just for the company. And every day someone is celebrating a 20-year anniversary, a 40-year anniversary, a 50-year anniversary, 10, 15. I mean, their employees stay there, and there's good reason for that. They treat them very well, and it's an amazing company to work for. And I really, really wanted to work for them. And so, as Monica knows, I picked up my entire family and moved across the mountains from the western side of Colorado to the eastern side of Colorado for this opportunity. And it's been a bumpy beginning, but I have all the faith in the world that it's going to be exactly what I had hoped it would be. And I love this company. I really do.
I'm just glad that you finally got your plants with you. Like, all y'all, you do not understand. This is what I'm talking about. Look at her plants. I am so jealous. I want cuttings of everything you have. Like when she moved, she couldn't bring her plans right away, so she finally got them, and I was just so happy because I love your
I
plans.
was so happy. My daughter brought them, and I was almost happier to see the plants.
I love
I'm
it.
joking, but there's still a couple of stragglers back behind some of the bigger ones
Yeah.
that I'll go and pick up in a week or so. But yeah, I was very thrilled to get my plants.
So, y'all, Katie's journey is basically again going to be something that's going to add value to your journeys. And that is
Yes.
because Katie has become yet another expert in the refis. Okay. Refis are what's happening right now. They're probably going to keep happening. Rates are still low. So, when you are signing up for signing services, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get requests to go do refi signings.
Yeah.
So Katie's going to put together something for us that's going to help you know what to expect in a general sense, right, Katie? Because you can't really like know everything.
Well, I'm going to put together something. So my biggest question when I first started, my biggest, I don't know, it was like every day I was kind of bummed out about it, was that all of these signing services or signing classes that you sign up for, I don't feel like they go over the documents in a way that's usable for us. They go over kind of what they are, but they don't really go over how you are to present those. And so you get to the to the appointment a lot of times, and all you're doing is kind of handing paper. You're reading the title and handing paper to somebody, and you can't really give them the confidence that you're the right person for this job. If you'll notice, a lot of times when someone doesn't have confidence in you, they'll start to read stuff and they'll take longer. Your signings will
Right.
take longer because they don't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm going to provide for you is a outline, I guess, of how to present most of the documents that you're going to come in contact with. There's always going to be a document or two. I had one yesterday. It was in a VA refi, and I had no idea what the document was. And I just told the guy, I said, honestly, I've never seen this document before. So unfortunately, I can't really explain it to you, but if you want to read it, you're welcome to.
Right.
But everything else went very smoothly. I'm going to tell you, I explained every document, got every signature, stamped everything, and I was out of there in 25 minutes.
No.
And what I want to tell you is this is coming from someone who used to take an hour every time. It took an hour every time.
Okay, so you figured
And
it out.
I figured it out, and it was a VA loan, which we all know there's triplicate forms, there's all kinds of stuff there. So those usually even take longer. And I did this one in 25 minutes.
Nice.
And the guy was not mad at me.
Wow.
He was like, thank you so much for making that quick and easy. And so what I'm going to teach you how to do is how to present the document in a concise manner and tell them where to sign. And then what Monica and I decided to do is we're going to do a mock signing via Zoom. So I'll pretend to hand her the document, and she's going to rebut with things that a customer may say. So you guys will get a really good feel for how this signing can go. Now, obviously in the class, the signing is going to take longer because we're going to go over things a little bit more in depthly. But if you take these notes on each document, I guarantee you after about the 15th time, 20th time you do it, it's taken me about that long, you will be able to do them in 25, 30 minutes. No problem.
Do you guys see why I love her? Because she actually wants to make sure you get it. Okay. She does this in the Car Dealership Navigator. Those of you who have taken her class there, you already know that. But she wants to make sure that you get it, and you're going to get it. Now, let me ask you this. Are you going to put them through a test like you did with the other class? Or are you going to?
Yeah, I think there'll be a short test at the end, but I don't think it's not going to be as hard because really the point of this class is really just for you guys' benefit to really just be able to go with confidence the next time or the time after that to do a signing. I don't want you to be stressed out about a test.
That's cool. And I'm just going to put this out. I'm going to put this out.
I'll probably do true or false stuff during the video.
Okay.
That's, I think, a little bit more important.
What was I about to say? Okay, so yes, for all of you guys that are interested, I'm just letting you know, Katie is going to be the next Maverick. She doesn't know it yet, okay? The car signing company, they have nothing when it comes to Katie. Katie has connections in the car business, and we are going to support Katie in any way we can to help her get her car signing service off the ground when it happens. I'm just putting it out there in the universe because Yeah, I see that
Gotta put it
happening.
out there.
Right. So
Monica and I have to do some more research. We had a long conversation about this signing service and we were both ready to go. We were
right,
like, let's do it today.
right.
And then as we talked, we figured out there were some things that we probably need to really understand really well before we can move forward with that. But yes,
Yeah.
that is in the works. That's definitely in the works.
Hey, love it.
That'll free me up for everything.
Yes, I told you we're going to Hawaii. We need to have these calls from Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah, from the beach.
Exactly. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. That's all I had. I wanted to just let you guys know what Katie had coming up for March. Thank you guys for being at Notary Nerds. Katie, thank you so much for your time. I love you. And we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Thank you, Monica, for what you provide. I know that everybody is grateful for you. Without you, all of these people wouldn't be able to be progressing in their notary business. So
I love
you
it.
you really deserve all the kudos, really.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys. I'll see you in the class.
Bye.